Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm Jaquan,
I'm Jasmine.
and welcome to the Film Spill.
So, today, guys, we're going to be reviewing season 1 of Secret Invasion. This is an action series, and here is the summary. Nick Fury learns of a secret invasion of Earth by a faction of shape shifting Skrulls. Fury joins his allies, and together they race against time to thwart an imminent Skrull invasion and save humanity.
Yeah, so if you guys know me, I'm a real big Marvel fan. When this show was announced, I was looking forward to it. Like, out of all the Disney Plus Marvel shows, this was definitely one of those top 5 shows that I was definitely looking forward to. And I can say they definitely missed the mark. It did not live up to the hype, and I was disappointed towards the end of the show. So the rating I give this series is going to be a 2. I was pushing for 1.5, but I feel like it was able to do enough to get it to at least a 2. Let's start with my pros and my cons. So my very first pro, it was cool to be able to see Nick Fury come back, and also have a lead role. We're so used to seeing all the other Avengers have their own films and their own, series. So, Nick Fury is one of those OG characters. So just to kind of see him kind of just get his just due, I thought it was dope. My next pro was just seeing the Skrulls in action, like their costume, or the makeup for the actual Skrulls. I thought that was really dope. I think that they did an amazing job with the CGI with those characters, and yeah, it was just cool to really see him, especially Gravik. I really enjoyed Gravik whenever he went into his Skrull form. My next pro was just seeing the relationship between Nick Fury and his wife Vara. I thought that was dope as well. Like I said, we're so used to seeing Nick Fury kind of just be like this, disciplined, this man of, he just only just care about just Earth and trying to save things. So just to kind of see them delve into his personal life, I thought that was dope and interesting. And my last pro is going to be, so the character Sonya. I truly enjoy her character as well. She was definitely somebody to not play with. And she just basically got the job done. To me, she kind of reminded me of a woman version of Nick Fury. And she was just a savage, so I really enjoyed seeing her character. All right, let's get into these cons. The biggest con that I have in this show was the ending. I still don't understand why they gave Gaia all those powers just to make her just invincible. It seems like she literally has the power of Hulk and Thanos and Thor. Like, you really don't need anybody else. Like, those are just 3 characters. It was probably like 20 different people, from Black Panther to Groot to Mantis. Like, just everybody goes, like, it was just crazy. Captain Marvel, like, it's not just a Marvel thing. I just don't like when shows do that because it makes it less entertaining, like, especially if she can just beat everybody up every single time. Like, because really I just don't see anybody beating her, at least right now. So I really was disappointed in that. I was disappointed in the fight scene between her and Gravik as well. He had the same abilities as her. He seemed more militant, like he's, more stronger. He just seemed like he has more combat experience. How was this girl able to beat him up? They had the same powers.
Exactly.
It wasn't like, oh, she took all the powers and he had none. No, she had the same power. So once again, I just thought that was just weird and dumb. And even when, she killed him, we both were like, this dude can't be dead. Because, like, he has the same power as her. Even the whole regenerative ability thing. Once again, I just didn't really care too much about that. I did not like that. We talked about this as well. We all knew that Rhodey was a Skrull, but we're trying to figure out when was he actually taken. I feel like I wish they would have at least kind of hinted towards that. They really didn't, especially like people were saying as far as with Endgame, the heartfelt moment he had with Tony. If he was a Skrull this whole time since Civil War, everything just goes out the window as far as like those moments and stuff that he had with Tony and just the other Avengers. So I wish they would have kind of hinted at that. I was also very disappointed in the whole Super Skrull concept because they didn't stick to the comics. A lot of us knew that Super Skrull comes from the Fantastic Four powers. I thought this could have been, a dope way to. We've been waiting for introduction for them in X-Men for a long time, and I feel like they just keep missing the mark. Like, what does Cole Obsidian has to do with anything? Like, just once again, just doing stuff that I just thought was just pointless. And then other than that, the other cons that I had was it was sad to see Maria Hill die. She's been another OG character, as well as Talos. That was a sad moment as well. Other than that, I really thought that it could have did this thing a little bit better, especially just the actual from the comic when they talk about the Secret Invasion storyline. I just don't think they did it justice. So I give this show a 2.
Okay, guys, so I give this show a 3 out of 5. I really liked it. I like seeing Samuel L. Jackson because he's a big character in Marvel. It was cool to see what he's been up to because, you know, like when characters are going for a while, like Captain Marvel or something, I'd be wondering what they're doing. I like the Skrulls' ability to shapeshift. I can understand how some of them were frustrated that Nick Fury hadn't found them a home planet, only because he looked them in their eyes and promised them. And then it's like, how you can't find them somewhere to go with all these millions of other planets and galaxies. I like Talos. He was very loyal to Fury. I didn't like when Fury found out that there were a million Skrulls on Earth, and he was mad at Talos for allowing that many Skrulls to come to Earth because Talos was just looking out for his people. And if you would have found them somewhere to go, the rest of his people would have never came to Earth. Like, don't come for Talos, like, after everything he's done for you. And then, of course, it was sad when he was killed by Gravik. I don't know how they came up with the harvest, and that is the DNA from all the superheroes who fought in the big battle, because who literally was on the battlefield picking up drops of blood from all these people, and then how's it clear? Like, that's just not realistic. I love seeing Fury's relationship with his wife, Vara/Priscilla, and how she went with him to Saber at the end. I didn't like Cyan in the beginning of the series, but she grew on me towards the end when I realized she really was a part of the team. I didn't like how President Ritson declared all Skrulls as hostile and said he would basically kill them all because this caused so much chaos. And then most of the Skrulls were peaceful. It was only a group of them that were rebels. The ending was dumb how Gaia killed Gravik when they had the same exact powers. Like he said, I don't really think he's dead because ain't no way he died that quick. And then there has to be some kind of catch or limitation to her powers. There's no way she has all these powers forever because then there would be no need for really any other superheroes because she can handle any villain herself pretty much. So overall, I think it was a really good series, and I give it a 3 out of 5.
Sure, for sure. Just like always, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. You guys have a good one.